the book of Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 14. Seeing then that we have a great high priest that is passed into the heavens, Yahweh Shai, the Son of the Most High, let us hold fast to our profession. Hey, I'm going to stop right there. I want to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha Kudash. A double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, wherever you might be. Shalom to 144,000. It's brother Amawan Padah for the GMS Denver camp. Coming at you with a quick lunch break lesson, at the plantation and whatnot. But I want to go into the topic of how the Lord Yahweh Shai knows what we go through, man. All right, and we have a mediator in the heavens who we can go to through prayer. All right, and 414, man. You see the number right there, so hey, call all Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Lord willing, wear that number, man. 144. But anyway. We got Yahweh Shai, man. That's what these other nations don't have. They don't have a mediator in the heavens that can go to the Heavenly Father on our behalf, right? When we cry out to him in our sufferings, man, because this thing of ours, man, is suffering, man. Being in this truth is suffering. Okay, we already suffering as Israelites, period, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians. But also being in the truth, serving the Lord, man, comes with extra suffering, man. Okay, and you got to know that the Lord Yahweh Shai is with us through it all, man. All right, and let's go to the next verse real quick. We got to hold fast to our profession, meaning staying in the truth. Shit is getting tough, man. You're not losing your mind, man. Sometimes you feel like you're losing your mind. And the other apostles, they talk about this, but they've been kicking it for over 30 years, man, going on 40 years. And that's an example that we look to as well, man, our elders. All right. They've been laboring and going through the sufferings, serving Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai for decades, man. And they haven't given up. So we got to hold fast to our profession as younger brothers in the truth, man. All right. And even, you sisters that believe, man, stay believing. Don't let life's afflictions kill your faith, man, because that's what Satan wants. You know what I'm saying? He wants these different things we go through to kill your faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, but I'm mainly speaking to you brothers out there, man, especially those of you who are teaching the truth. All right, Satan is really attacking us, man. Okay. It says, for we have not an high priest which cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmities, but was in all points tempted like as we are, yet without sin. But that blows my mind to this day. It's talking about the Lord Yahweh Shai, who they ignorantly call Jesus, man. You see, it's saying that we have a high priest in the heavens who went through all the shit that we are going through and more. Yet he was without sin. He didn't break. And that's who we are leaning on, man, as our pillar of strength. The Son of the Most High. All right. His name is Yahweh Shai. All right. And, he went through complete hell on this earth. You gotta look at it like this. Imagine Yahweh Shai, man, walking on this earth, amongst all the Israelites who didn't believe, who were wicked and, doubting and non-believing. And here it is, you're the Son of the Most High. You got all this knowledge and understanding and wisdom, even spiritual power. And you had to be rejected of your own people, your own creation. Because if you really understand, Yahweh Shai created us through the power of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. All right. And here it is in his own creation. He's getting disrespected. He's going through infirmities. All right. Dealing with his flesh. Okay. Battling these wicked spirits, trying to get him off the path. Hey, we go through all that stuff too, man. But the Lord did it perfectly, man. So that's who we look to. And he's our high priest in the heavens, man. So when you catching that hell, man, that hell that really hurts. All right. You know what I'm saying? Call on the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. That's it, man. That's the answer. All right. I'm a personal example. And a lot of you brothers can attest to that as well. When you at your lowest point, man. All right, so continuing on. All right, 16. It says, let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need. There you go. You got to be bold with it, man. You can't be, pussyfooting around when you coming to the Lord for help in your time of need. You got to know that he is the power, the only power that can restore you and revive you from your lower state, man, because it happens to all of us, right? Myself included, man. Sometimes, man, some days just be extra goddamn heavy. You know what I mean? And it's all the trial of our faith, man, at the end of the day. And the Lord is looking for you to come to him for the answers, for the strength to continue on, man. All right, you got to do that, man. Without that, you ain't gonna make it. You got to know that you have to call on the Lord, man. We can't do this by ourselves, man. All right. So, yeah, man, we got to come boldly to the throne of grace, asking for mercy, man. We be afflicted in our flesh, man, going through different demons fucking with our mind, demons jumping on the people around us, financial situations, all right, relationship problems with your children, all right, all these different situations that we go through, man. And sometimes it seems like, it's just you going through it, like, man, why am I going through this? And sometimes it seems like it's unfair. But that's where wisdom and knowledge comes into play, man. Knowing that everything that we go through, man, is because we sin against the Lord, man. Point blank, period. But we got to continue to move on. And that's why we come to the throne of grace boldly, asking for the strength to continue on in the fight. Because we know that there's a reward at the end of this. We're looking to receive salvation. All right, Yahushua didn't bring us in here to be destroyed, man. Those of you that are the hopeful elect, Lord willing, we are of that number. So the things that we're going through, man, the Lord wants us to call on him. All right. Point blank, period. I'm going to go ahead and bring this one out. OK, I got to get this one. All right. The book of Ecclesiasticus, otherwise, that's Sirach in the Apocrypha, chapter 2 and verse 1. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, prepare thy soul for temptation. And that means when you come to serve the Lord, prepare yourself for trials and tribulations, man. All right. Prepare yourself for struggles and battles in the spirit and physically. Okay, but at the end of the day, it's all spiritual, man. Even the physical battles that you go through are really rooted in the spirit. Everything goes back to the spirit. All right, So, yeah, man, prepare yourself for that. Prepare yourself to be brought to your lowest, man. Just when you think you couldn't go any lower, hey, you're gonna hit a new low. But throughout all those tribulations, guess what? The Lord strengthens us through our trials, man. And once you overcome it through Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you become stronger. All right, and that's just what it is, man. All right, so prepare yourself for that. Set thy heart aright. It means get your mind right, and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. You see that? We're not gonna be done with this struggling until the Lord Yahweh shall return. So just get that in your head right now. A lot of people, they come to this truth, they find out that they're Israelites, and they find out, the names of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, and they feel like, life is going to be good after that, man. Look, man, it's not going to get good until Yahweh Shai returns. Yeah, you have pockets of joy here and there, man. You might have times where you're up, but then you got to also realize that there are going to be lows, man. All right, and that's the part of the struggle. That's the part of the battle, man. You got to maintain through the lows. Okay, so get your mind right, man. Constantly endure. We got to constantly endure these fucking people, these different demonic people that we got to deal with. All right, demons on our family members, just all type of shit every day. We got to constantly endure, man. And the elect are going to have the strength to do so because the Lord is going to be their strength. I mean, that's the only reason why I'm doing this, man. I know it ain't me. It ain't by your own personal willpower, man. It's the spirit of the Lord that's within you, keeping you on the path, man. That's it, and that's all. Okay, that's it. So that's who we go to in time of trouble, man. That's who keeps us on the path to constantly endure all the bullshit we got to deal with, man. It says, cleave unto him. You see, that's the point right there. Cleave unto him. Hold on, man. Hold on to who? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And that's it. Can't nobody else help us, man. cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. All right? Don't depart away, man, when you start catching real hell, man. When shit comes out of left field and you like, man, what the fuck is this? Why am I going through this? Because stuff like that be happening, man. It's happened to me. It's going to continue to happen until we get the hell up out of here, man. But the thing is, we going to get the hell up out of here. That's the point. All right, the Lord's going to increase us. He's going to cut off all this suffering that we're going through right now, man. It has an end date. Okay, and there's a reward if we hang on, man. All right, verse 4 says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. And that could mean anything, man. Being changed to a low estate. It could be you losing your apartment. It could be your spouse leaving you. Your kids bugging the fuck out, giving you hell. All right. You know what I'm saying? Your bank account being drained or whatever. Okay. You could be in a lower state mentally, emotionally. All right. You see that? It says take it cheerfully, man. Now, that's easier said than done. All right. You know what I'm saying? That comes with time in this truth. After a while, you start to understand that the things that you go through, the Lord is putting you through a test, man. And, you know, though it might not feel good at first, that spirit will kick in. He'll be like, all right, so the Lord's gonna get me through this. You know, he's going to get me through this. I don't know how he's going to do it, but I know he's going to do it. And that's the mindset that you got to have, man. I don't know how I'm going to get through this shit, but I know the Lord got me here to get me through it. And it's the truth, man. It's the truth, man. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. You see that? So the elect going to be tried as that gold in the fire, man. They're going to be put through the flames of adversity, man. Meaning hard times, difficult situations, where it seems like you at your wit's end, man. All right? Sometimes you break down and fucking want to cry, man. You know? That type of shit. Excuse my language, excuse my French. You know? But yeah, man. I mean, it's real out here. This ain't no joke, this ain't no game, this ain't no cakewalk, man. Stuff gets heavy, real heavy at times. But that's why we can call on who? Our high priest in the heavens, man. Yahweh Shai. Okay? And things are going to get worse, man. That's why I'm doing this lesson, because we go through our things on a day-to-day basis. But hey, man, as we enter into Jacob's trouble, man, it's going to get even more turned up. And we got to call on the Lord. We got to have that knowledge, man, that default setting of calling on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. The Lord has programmed us to call on him whenever we go through whatever we're going through. All right, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai should be the default go-to in any situation, man. And some of it seems strange, you know, but let's get to that precept as well, man, because some things you go through, it seems like it's just like out of nowhere, man. Here it is right here. All right, the book of 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 12. It says, beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. Yeah, man, because if you don't catch yourself, you be like sitting there thinking like, man, why is this happening to me? The Lord must not be dealing with me, man. You know, this is too crazy. You know, you have those thoughts. Satan get in your mind and start putting those thoughts in your head. You got to realize that Satan be doing that shit too. When you're going through a trial or a situation, he'll try to make you think like you're not a man of the Lord, or, you know, it's only happening to you because the Lord, you know, he wants to, you know, make an example out of you and shit. Like, you know, you be thinking things like that, man. Then you got to realize, hold on, man, this is part of the struggle. This is part of the battle. The Lord warned us of these things. Okay? Get to snap back into it. All right? Because he wants to overthrow your faith. All right? Satan wants to overthrow your faith, man. He does it through different thoughts. He casts, you know, different thoughts of doubt in your mind. And, you know, as you get, you know, stronger in the faith, you realize that that's what's going on. And you come out of it. You snap out of it quicker. Okay, so these things that happen to us are not strange, man. The Lord, he what's the word I'm looking for? He customized our hell specifically for our spirits, man. So whatever you're going through, it might not be the exact same as somebody else in the truth. Because you might be like, man, how come these brothers ain't going through this? Or how come this brother ain't going through what I'm going through? You know, that's because it's designed for your ass to overcome through Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay? And some of the things we go through are similar, but like I said, there's those other things that is just for you. Okay? So it's not strange, man. Though it might seem like it. The Lord is in complete control. Ain't nothing happening on this earth that the Lord ain't got control over. So is it really strange? All right. Next verse it says, but rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. And that's what I'm waiting for, man. That exceeding joy. I want to experience that, man, because we ain't really getting that down here, man. We in hell in this society, man. This crazy ass psycho clown world that we live in, man. It's a big ass circus full of disappointments and shit, man. And corruption. All right, but we got to go through the sufferings of being here, man. Yahweh Shah suffered. All right, we're partakers of his sufferings, man. He's bringing us through that fiery trial. All right, though we're not going, through it to the level that he went through it, on. But hey, man, he's bringing many sons into glory. That's what's going on, man. You got to go through the suffering. All of us. If you're the elect, man, you're going to suffer, man. And that should be something you should be actually rejoicing over. Now, at the time you're going through it, you ain't going to be thinking like that, man. I'm not going to sit here and lie. When you're going through your shit, man, hey, you like, it hurts. It's painful, man. But it must be done. All right, here we have the book of Proverbs, chapter 15 and verse 13. It says, a merry heart maketh a cheerful countenance, but by sorrow of the heart, the spirit is broken. Okay. You see, sorrow of heart, man. That's what we have. The hopeful elect, man, they're in sorrow. Okay. Because we're in a wicked, satanic world, man. And the ways of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai are not being brought forth in this world. Okay. All right. That's why things are the way they are now in these last days, because, Yahweh Shai's not here, man. So we're sorrowful. And our spirits, man, it breaks you down, man, sometimes being here. Your spirit becomes broken. But guess what? We have somebody who repairs our spirit when we are broken. All right? Yahweh Shai is the repairer of broken spirits, man. All right? Sometimes you be strong in the spirit, and, there'll be times when you broken, man. That's when you turn to who? Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. He's the only one that can repair you, man. I'm telling you. And he does, man, when you call on him, man, in faith. All right, let's get a precept to this, talking about, broken spirits, right? All right, check it out, man. We got some heavy hitters right here. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 34, starting at verse 17. The righteous cry, and the Lord Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, heareth and delivereth them out of all their troubles. Man, you know what? It's true, man. It's just true. And you got to understand this. Only the elect can understand this fully, man. All right. When you cry to the Lord, man, in your distress, he hears you, man. When you cry to Yahweh in the name of his son, Yahweh Shai, hey, he moves things around, man. He comforts you in different ways, man. Okay. It says, verse 18, the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. There you go, man. So when you feeling down and out, when you broken down, man, when you feeling beat down, all right, call on the Lord, man. And he's going to be right there with you to help you, to pull you back up, to pick your ass up off the ground, man. He's had to pick my ass off the ground many a times, man. All right. You know what I'm saying? And he does, man. He does, man. Now, when you stop calling on the Lord, that's when you got a fucking problem. All right, when you just feel like you just so down and out, you done lost faith and you're not going to call on the Lord no more, that's when you lost, man. You done. All right? Always call on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. We got a high priest in the heavens, all right? Yahweh Shai, who speaks to the Lord on our behalf, man. That's just the truth. Verse 19, it says, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai delivereth him out of them all. You got to have that understanding. You got to have that faith that the Lord can deliver you out of any situation, man. We're going to need that understanding. We're going to need that type of faith to survive the times we coming into, man. And we should have really been, as you, brothers and sisters that watch, man, you should have been doing that, man. All right. You should have been building up your faith, day by day, man. Every trial, every tribulation, call on the Lord, man. Get delivered. Praise the Lord. That's how it works, man. Psalms 50 comes to mind. Matter of fact, I'm going to get that real quick. All right. We're going through many different afflictions, man. That's what's promised to you. But the Lord comes through. All right, here it is. One of my favorites right here. All right. Psalms chapter 50 and verse 15. And call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. 3 steps. All right. Call on the Lord in your time of trouble. He delivers you, and then you glorify him. That's the formula. Okay. That's the formula, man. And it's all power. And it's like it. And its power is in having faith in this process, man. All right. It's powered by faith. You call upon the Lord in faith in your time of trouble. Wait for him to deliver you. It might not be on your timing, on your schedule, but he's coming. All right. And then once he delivers you, you glorify him and you give praise to Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai. That's how we do it, man. All right. Brothers have many testimony videos, on YouTube declaring how the Lord delivered them out of their distress. I've heard some crazy testimonies, man, showing you the power of Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai. You can't put a limit on the Lord, man. That's one thing you gotta learn, man, not to put a limit on the creator of all energy and existence. Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai has no limits, man. That's why we get ready to see miracles taking place for the elect in these last days. He get ready to show you that he has no limits, man. Okay, he getting ready to show the world that he has no limits when it comes to his power and his ability to deliver. You got to bring this out. Matthew chapter 7 verse 13. This is Lord Yahweh Shai speaking. All right. And he says, enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. So the straight gate, right, S-T-R-A-I-T, means a path of difficulty, man, a narrow path. And that's this truth, because the majority of people on the earth are not doing what we're doing, man, as the hopeful elect. Okay, they're going on the easy path, man. They're going on, going by the ways of the world. All right, we're willing to be rejected by this world, and that's part of the affliction. All right, Yahweh Shai was rejected by the world. All right, you see what I'm saying? So are we. That's part of that straight gate. We're separate from the rest of these people, man. All right, so that's part of it as well, man. But the broad way, the way that everybody else is going on, that's the way that leads to destruction, man. As the scriptures tell you, as Yahweh Shai tells us right here. So you might seem, it might seem like you're alone and you suffering, by yourself and whatnot. But nah, man, you got the rest of the elect out there suffering as well. All right, going through our own trials and tribulations. We're all suffering together, man, on this straight path that leads to life. It says, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. You see that? Not many people can follow this path that we're on, man. You see what I'm saying? So it's gonna seem like you're alone at times, like you're the only one going through it, but it's not the truth, man. All the elect are going through this, man. All right, you gotta trust the process, man, because it's leading to eternal life. We gotta remind ourselves of this, man. Here's another one too I want to bring out. This is Ecclesiastes, all right, chapter 7, starting in verse 3. All right, this is wise saying of King Solomon. All right, it says, sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance, the heart or your mind is made better. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. All right, it is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools. So there you go. The point is that when you're going through your different lows of life, it's really making your ass better. All right, if you don't let it destroy you. You ever heard that saying, what don't kill you make you stronger? Well, that's true, man, especially when it comes to the sufferings of the elect, man. Okay, Lord willing, we be at that number. Whatever we going through, all the strange calamities and different positions we find ourselves in, it's all to make us all the more stronger, man. Okay? You see? And it's better to be in that spirit than to be with the rest of the world, in that, spirit of mirth and partying and all that shit when we're in very serious times, man. We're in the most serious times that this earth has ever seen. We're in the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble, man. It's gonna get crazy out here. So it's better to have your mind, in a serious state than to be, having your head in the clouds like everybody else. So sorrow makes you, it puts you in a serious mind state, man. And that's exactly where we need to be. All right. Yeah, you have your pockets of joy, but for the most part, you're going to be suffering, man, to keep you grounded. All right, Hebrews chapter 12, starting at verse 1, it says, "Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us." We got to finish, man. And that's the mind state of the hopeful elect. We must endure. We got to finish this, man. We ain't start this race to drop out, man. We ain't go through all the things we're going through just to give up and quit. Hell no. So whatever you're going through, no matter how painful it is, we got to continue on, man. All right. Verse 2, it says, "Looking unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High." You see, he had to go through the shame. All right. They spat on him. They was talking shit about him. They're making fun of him. All right. He went through all that, man. He went through the crucifixion, extremely painful death, man. He suffered the death of sinners, and he didn't even sin when he was down here as Yahushua. But he saw the joy that was set before him, man. He knew that he was going to be brought back on the right hand of the Heavenly Father and be restored to that glory that he had before he came down here, man. And now, look at him now, man. On his way to return to the earth to exact vengeance on all those haters, man. And all those that spat on him and pierced his side and, pretty much didn't believe in him. Well, guess what? We're going through a similar thing, man. He's going to exalt us to glory if we finish, man. He's the forerunner. He's the one that did it first, man. All right. He overcame all the shit that, we're going through as well on an even higher level. Okay. "For consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest ye be wearied and faint in your minds." All right. We can't faint. We can't give up, man. And then, yeah, man, stuff is heavy. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, man. Like I said earlier, man, the Lord, man, he has to pick me off the floor sometimes, man. Just keeping it real. All right. But the thing is, he does pick you up. All right. He does pick you up. And that's how we were able to keep going, man. Because we want to enter into the kingdom. We want those crowns, man. We want salvation, man. And it's worth fighting for with every ounce of the spirit that you got, man. All right, I want to bring this out. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 11 and verse 21. It says, "Marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and abide in thy labor." Means keep doing the work. "For it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich." And that don't just apply to, money. Okay. This is a spiritual thing, man. He could take you from your situation, your lower state, and flip that situation at a moment's notice, man. I've seen that happen. Here it is. You broke. You don't know how the hell you going to pay rent. You know what I'm saying? You just went through a hard time or whatever, and you had to spend some money that you didn't know you had to spend, and now you wondering how the hell you gonna get out of the situation, and all of a sudden you get a check in the mail, you know what I'm saying, saying that the government owed you money from your taxes or something crazy like that, or somebody might, come through and help you with something, or you come into a situation in which the situation is resolved, man. That's the Lord doing all that. He's in control of all things, man. It's easy for the Lord to take you from a low condition and bring you up like it never even happened. That's what he's going to do for the nation of Israel, man, on a large scale. All right. The entire nation of Israel, we're in a lower state right now, on the bottom of society, getting ready to be demonized and, shit on by these Edomites and these heathens. All right. That's why it's called Jacob's trouble. But guess what? the Lord Yahweh Shai gonna come through and turn them tables, man, forever. It's easy for the Lord, man. It's easy for him to do it, man. All right? You can't put limits on Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai. That's why you gotta call on him in your lower state. When you in that pain, man. When you in that mental pain, that spiritual pain, it's easy for the Lord to change it, man. But you gotta have that faith. I'm gonna close with this. I gotta head out. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 and verse 8. I think about this too when I, find myself in different, situations. It says, a friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity. So these different trials, man, are tests to see who are really the friends of Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai. That's how you know who a true friend is, man. When you go at your lowest point, when you have nothing to offer them, man, and you need help from them. All right. When they come through for you, man, in your lower state, that's how you know that's your friend, man. When they don't switch up on you. Okay. Well, that's what the Lord is doing to us, man. When we are put in a low condition, we're not going to switch up on Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai. That's who his true friends are, man. Those who don't switch up, when shit gets rough, man. They don't fall out the truth. They don't, lose the faith. Those are the true friends of Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai. All right. Now, the enemies of the Lord, man, those who pretend to, have faith and whatnot, they're going to be exposed in the time we're coming into, in these trials and tribulations that we're getting ready to face in Jacob's trouble. The ones who are not the friends of the Lord, they're going to be made, manifest, because they're going to give up. They're going to turn coat. All right. They're going to fall out of the truth and turn their back on the Lord, man, when things get rough for them. All right. So remember that when you're going through your tribulations as well, man. If you're a true friend of Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai, you're going to continue on, man, no matter what. So I'm going to end this lesson right here. Hopefully this was edifying to the elect, wherever you might be out there. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha Kudash. A double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai. And Kwame Yasharala and the Bible Bar. Keep fighting, man. Shalom.